And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another broadcast here on Chinooks Radio. I'm your host, Calvin Johnson. We got a good one here tonight as it's the fifth and final game here in Kenai of Alaska. Yesterday was a tough one for the Chinooks, not to be totally honest. It was not a great day, but that's a good thing about baseball is we play every single day, and it starts 0-0 at the beginning of each game. So we'll give you the lineup here for the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks as it looks like this. Ben Weaver, Justin Grech, Ryan Matheson are the 1-2-3 you'll see here in the first. Austin Young, Jack Lawrence, and then Alec Beeman, Davis Beavers, Kinsel Plunkett, Will Kelly. And on the mound tonight for your Chinooks is Harrison Clifton out of Richmond, Virginia. The Spiders is where he resides. He'll be facing off tonight against the New Mexico State Hayden Johns. Mexico State's the Aggies down there. As we have good baseball coming your way. Beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for much more, to be totally honest with you. Warmest day we've had, sunniest day we've had as well. 69 degrees, the high is 70. We're about reaching 70 as the sun starts to not even really set over there to the right side of the field. So we are just about ready to get underway here in Kenai, Alaska. First pitch about set to begin. Ben Weaver and his awesome family, they're both here. Weaver's in the box. As a 6 o'clock start, looks like it's going to get started at 6:02 Alaskan time. First pitch from Johns, turns, kicks, and fires it in. That's fouled straight back 0-1, and we are underway here in Kenai. Couldn't ask for much, man. Awesome day. Great weather. Levante Palmer's the home plate umpire today. We've had him back there a few times this year. Connor Lindsay's over there at third. And then Jacob Waldrop's over at first. That's your umpiring crew for the night. That pitch is fouled away, so 2 strikes. On Ben here to begin inning number 1. 11-0 loss yesterday. Ended early. A couple of times in this series as the 0-2's outside, where it just seems like the Oilers couldn't seem to get out. Every single time there was 2 outs, it seemed like there was just a way for that team to get back into it. 1-2 Holmes lifted to left center. Racing over is the left fielder. He's going to get there as that ball hung up just long enough out in left field for out number 1. So a good swing there by Ben Weaver. I almost said Ben Wallace, former NBA player. Ben Weaver as Justin Grech, the right fielder, steps in here with 1 out in the inning. Big, tall right-hander, long flowing hair out the backside of that hat on the mound. Turns, kicks, and delivers the first pitch into Grech, which is upstairs. It's a ball, and it's also 1-0. Grech from Lafayette College up in Pennsylvania. Dallas-Fort Worth area hometown native. Not too far, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where I go to school in Norman, Oklahoma. That's where Justin Greck is from. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch is lifted to right and out of play. So 1-2. Long night ahead of the Chinooks. 9 innings of baseball here. Hopefully grind out a victory. And then about a 3 hour and 15-minute drive back to Chugiak as the 1-2 is lifted to center. So a couple of good barrels, and that gun's going to drop in. So 2 hard hit balls almost in a very similar area. That one just drops in for a hit for Justin Greck here with 1 out in the first inning. So a good swing there by Greck out in left center. It's where it lands, and Ryan Matheson, the Masters Mustang, stands in here with 1 away. Yeah, the Chinooks and I are headed back to Chugiak tonight. Probably get in around 12:30, 1 o'clock. This first pitch to Matheson's fouled away. Then tomorrow, we have another game at 7 p.m. at Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage. Away game at the Bucks Stadium. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the inning. Runner goes from first. Nick's the catcher. He's gunned out a couple of guys in this series. That one kind of skips up and on into center field. Greck realizes it and advances to third. Good hustle out of Greck because it's a stolen base. And then the awareness to see the ball into center and get to third. So good scrambling out of him. And now a runner on third with two strikes and 1 away in the inning. For one of the hottest and most dangerous hitters in this ABL league, Ryan Matheson. 0-2 home from Johns is outside, 1-2. Boy, Matheson has been putting on a clinic this season. Leads the league in hits and average. 1-2 is that one's outside. Very good eye at the plate for Ryan Matheson, is number 15 over there first base tonight. 2-2, they're going to try and get Matheson as he's going to stick that out to right. It's going to be an RBI single. So what a job by Matheson with 2 strikes, and a good job by Greck getting the hit, stealing second, and getting to third to be drove in on that hit right there. So 1-0 early. Chinooks take the lead as Austin Young, the DH, steps in. Hayden Johns, the transfer from Dallas Baptist University, has found himself in a little bit of trouble here. One ball, no strikes to John as the first one missed. One 0 is upstairs to make it 2-0. Through 14 innings for New Mexico State this past year. 2-0 home is that one's just missing outside. Bonte didn't think he got it there. So in 25 innings in college. 3 balls, no strikes. Matheson over at first. 3-0 Holmes, then there for strike 1. 1-0. Oh, 3-1. This is his first year here in Alaska. He's played a couple of years down at Texas Summer League. That one's downstairs, ball 4. And he's aboard. So what a start for the Chinooks. Runners on first and second, 1 away. And Jack Lawrence stepping in. Jack also another dangerous hitter in the Chinook lineup. 1-0 Chinooks here early. Opportunity to really drive in the runs and get out and run in here early on. So 1 out, runners on first and second. John's first pitch is lifted through the ground on the infield into left field. They're going to wave around Matheson. That throw from left's a good one, and it's in time to gun out Matheson at the plate. What a throw from left field. Not a bad idea to send him by Coach Groth over there in the third base dugout. Would have took a great throw just like that to get him, and they do for the second out of the inning. So Lawrence is aboard with a single into left. It's Alec Beeman steps in with 2 away, runners on first and second. 1-0 still, Chinooks leading. First pitch to Beeman's outside, ball 1. We're going to have our guest in here today. Timmy Watkins is back with me. Stepping in now. Got a couple of waters. It's pretty warm in here. I've had this fan on to cool everything off for us.
Very warm in here.
So 2 on, 2 outs. Runners on first and second as Beeman lifts that one out to right. Looks like Shimashita's going to get over there to get it. And he does. Puts it away for out number 3. So the Chinooks get 1. But can't get any more than that. Is 1 run, 3 hits, and an error in the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. We'll give you the lineup for the Oilers, as well as who's starting for the Chinooks tonight. Coming up after this. So as the Oilers mascot Scoop makes his way around the field, as you kind of see him down there on the bottom of the screen, I'll give you the Oilers lineup. It looks like this. James Shimashita back in there tonight, had the off day yesterday. He's back at leadoff. Jerry Nix, the good catcher, is at 2. Shun Sakaino's at 3. Noah Hiddings, Ethan Firestone, the USC Trojan, Dalton Bowling, Casey Burnham, Kansas Jayhawk is at 7. Then Jake Brown and Graydon West, the Rice Owl, is rounding up that lineup. They'll be facing off against Harrison Clifton. Clifton's on the mound here for the Chinooks in the final game of the series. Mentioned to me before the game, it's amazing how much more loose he feels. When he has like 45 minutes to get loose, which I honestly agree with him. When you have time to really hang out, get loose on your own pace, it feels a lot better. Obviously, he said at school it seems as if he's rushed, but that also makes him lock in a little more. Like all his pitches are with a purpose. So Shimashita stands in. They just can't seem to get this guy out here in the series. Over 10 hits in the series as it is. As the first pitch to him, strike 1. San Jose State is at 3-hole, I believe, as that pitch is out of play. I believe. Could be completely wrong. I think it's Shun Sakaino that plays at San Jose State. I'm almost positive. What a warrior we have in Timmy Watkins, hustling around for me, getting my backpack. Nothing in 2 to Shimashita. As the 0-2 home is hit on the ground over to second. Kinzel Plunkett's there. Throws on to first for out number 1. So good job out of Harry to get the first out of the inning. And man, oh man, is it warm in this room.
So I was talking to Zan down there before the game, and I'm thinking that maybe he's going to be able to come up here at some point in time today and give us a little update on his health.
Oh, sweet. I know people were asking about it yesterday. As the first pitch to their 2-hole, Jerry Nix, the catcher. He's
Yeah,
in there for strike one, 0-1.
that's what he had told me, or something about that. That his grandma had said, "Oh, Calvin kind of touched on it," but I was like, you know, who'd be a better person to ask than him himself?
Him himself, yeah. The 0-1 Holmes downstairs. It's a ball, 1-1. Thank goodness for this fan. If not, this broadcast would actually be virtually impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little sauna in here.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball's hit on the ground to the right side. Foul out of play. So help me out here. Young was retired. What is happening? Austin Young was... Did he walk?
I couldn't tell you. I was in the bathroom.
I'm trying to think. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away in this 1-0 Chinook lead here in the first. It's upstairs. It's a ball, 2-2. Maybe a good setup pitch there for that nice breaking ball he can spin up there. That ball's hit up the middle. Kinsel getting a lot of action here early. First 2 outs are to him. 4-3 put out as he looks locked in over there. Shun Sakino stepping in here with 2 away in the inning. I kind of mentioned this to you a minute ago, Timmy.
Yeah.
We do have hot dogs coming our way in the 3rd. Ben Weaver's dad is supplying.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't got the chance to meet him yet.
Oh, such a nice guy. So 2 outs in the inning. Shun Sakino steps in. The first pitch to him's a ball just missing downstairs. It's 1-0. Fans starting to file in here in the bottom of the first inning. Gorgeous night, a Monday night in the summertime here in Kenai, Alaska. Can't ask for much better weather. It's the 1-0 home from Harry is in there for a strike, I would assume. Except
Yeah,
it's a
so
ball.
it looks like the strike zone's the same as it was yesterday.
I guess so. That's Levante back there, who we've had plenty of time.
I had a game with him behind the dish. It was
Give us the scoop. What does he like? What does he not like? Without really kind of giving away how you feel about it.
like, without being rude in any sort of way, it's really hard to tell what they don't like to call because it's so sporadic.
Yeah, I understand.
And with speaking from guys on the other team, like not even pitchers from the other team, like I've spoken to a couple outfielders from the other team, and they've said it's like it's so his foot's not even in the box.
Wow, that's interesting. So that's a walk, a 4-pitch walk to Noah Hennings. He's aboard with 2 away.
But what we've all come to the conclusion is that it's like the strike zone's not even like consistent. It's consistently sporadic is what it is.
Yeah. So the fan's going to be a little louder for you guys at home, but that's simply because we are in a sauna and here in this wooden box that's being beat down on by the sun.
Yeah. What I will say from yesterday was that the umpire was not giving the outer third of the strike zone to a righty.
Yeah.
And was not giving the low or high fastball.
That's it. So Harrison has a pickoff attempt with 2 outs as Ethan Firestone, the USC Trojan catcher who got in just a couple of days ago, stands in. Ethan reached base all 4 times, hit by a pitch his first time, then walked twice and was hit by a pitch his 4th at-bat. Pretty fed up with that second hit by pitch, but I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
Time called here at the plate. Ethan does not like to be...
I didn't hit him the second time, right?
No, just the once. You walked him. Or you hit him and then you walked him.
I hit him on that 1-2 curveball. It nicked his back foot. That was frustrating.
Yeah. First pitch is downstairs. It's a ball, 1-0.
It was one of those pitches where I didn't put it exactly where I wanted, and I got him to check at it. He just didn't go around, and it just hit his back toe.
Yeah.
But, yes, I did walk him. That was a...
So 1-0 Chinook lead, 2 outs in the inning. So Harry's going to check on that runner over there at first again. Nothing doing. So 2 away. On a home from Carey is just upstairs, but they call that one a strike. It's 1-1. So Austin did walk. That's what I thought. I put that down. Gail Freeman in the chat has let me know that. Thank you so much, Mrs. Freeman. So 2 outs, runner on first can run. Firestone's at the plate. So they're going to check on him again. Yeah, so Young walked. Lawrence singled. Beeman was retired, so it's 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Chinooks in the second inning. 2 outs here in the first. A 4-hole hitter for the Oilers standing in. That's hit on the ground. Good swing by Firestone. Ripped foul. Now it's 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. It's the newest member of the Big Ten. Trojan stands in. I guess he'll be there once it happens. Runner stays put. 1-2's down and away. Darts off for second as that ball kind of sneaks away from Beavers behind the plate. So pass ball, wild pitch, who knows? 2 and 2 with 2 away in the inning.
There were a couple Oilers at the gym today, too.
Oh, okay, good.
It was an eventful day. It was a fun day.
Let's tell you about that after this pitch. That's it on the ground over to third. Sure-handed Lawrence steps a couple back. Throw on to first. A good arm. Guns out Firestone. So they get a runner on, but nothing doing. 1-0 is our score as we head to the second. Chinooks are on top here early on. Second inning underway as Davis Beavers steps in and looks at ball 1. It's 1-0. Beavers back behind the plate tonight. Young got the start yesterday. Young DHing today. It's 2-0 now. Beavers' first game in a couple of days. Beavers had an RBI single his last game here in Kenai. As that pitch is lifted out to right field, is that going to get down? And no, it's going to hang up.
That's so ridiculous.
Out there for Shimashita for out number 1. I agree. That's something that's happened here all the time.
The amount of balls that we have hit hard right at guys is it's a bit ridiculous.
Pretty incredible. So 1 out in the inning, bringing up Kinzel Plunkett. Plunkett made 2 big plays in the first. Makes a huge hack and strike 1.
He almost lost his helmet on that swing. I respect that, though. Why not, right? 0-0.
Yeah, first pitch swing. It looks like a lot of fastballs early on. 0-1 to him is hit out to second, a line drive. So a lot of barrels here early, but nothing to show for it for out number 2.
It honestly is comical though at this point in time because we're talking about like how hard we're hitting the balls just right at people, and then Kinzel hits a ball right on the screws right at the second baseman.
So it was a shortened game, but still worth mentioning. 21 outs yesterday the Chinooks had at the plate, and only one of them was a strikeout. All the other plays were put in play as that ball's lifted out to left. Not a bad swing as Hennings puts that one away, so a very fast top of the second. We head to the bottom of this inning. It's still 1-0. Okay, well, never mind. So Ethan Firestone steps in here in the bottom of the second. I made a mistake. Henning was the last out of that inning. I just didn't put him in the lineup. So Henning's the 4-hole and Ethan Firestone's the 5. As the first pitch to Firestone is a ball, 1-0.
Sure, if you're offering. Thank you so much.
Oilers supplying water up here. Dasani water at that, my favorite type. Ball 1 is in there 2-0.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much more.
I'm wondering where that missed. What do you think? That just...
I guess in. Unless I'm thinking of a different pitch, to be totally honest. Could be.
No, I just don't think it missed in.
So 2-0, that one's outside for sure. 3-0.
That one was down, yes. So I had... Did you see the umpire? I guess you can't hear it, but the umpire got mad at me yesterday.
No, I can't hear him up
because
here.
I threw a ball just like that 1-0 pitch Harry threw.
So 3-0's downstairs, so
okay.
Firestone's aboard with a walk.
Yeah. All right. So, I threw the pitch and it was right down the middle, and I said to him, I said, "Where'd that?" I said, "Was that out in?" He said, "That was out." Like with a lot of anger.
Was he yelling at you?
Yeah, and so the very next pitch, I threw it. Directly down the middle, and I said, "All right, where'd that one miss?" Not even like trying to be disrespectful.
That ball's lifted out of play.
He said that was down. And I was
really?
like, okay, yes, sir. And then the next at bat, I threw a curveball right down the middle, and I just shook my head. And
it wasn't our favorite umpire, was it? It was the other guy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't our favorite, but I
Okay.
made sure to. I made sure to after when I had the opportunity to speak to him. I said to him, I'm not trying to show you up in any way or form.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure you know that, and he was grateful of it.
That ball's lifted out to right.
Oh, man.
Greg's still retreating. What a awkward angle, but he put it away. So good swing there by Bowling, but he's out number 1 here in the second inning. Casey Burnham, Kansas Jayhawk, steps in. So 1 out here in the inning. Casey Burnham stepping in. So they've got him picked off. He didn't even move out there at first. I think he was trying to say that might have been a balk. But they've got him out in between the base path. Firestone's still questioning what happened. Kind of so am I, but he's retired. So for out number 2. Interesting play for the second out. Is now with 2 away. The first pitch to Casey Burnham's in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away as that one's hit on the ground over to first. Matheson scoops it up and steps on the bag.
Look at that.
Just as quickly as they get the out on the base path, they get another one for out number 3. We're already through 2 here in Kenai. It's 1-0 Chinooks. So top 3 already here in Kenai. It's the top of the lineup for the Chinooks back up there. Ben Weaver's in as he looks at ball 1, 1-0. Weaver flew out to left his first time around. Want to see him get a big hit for his family who's in town. They're here for a while, though. I think they're here until the 18th. 1-0's lifted out to left, and what do you know? That one's going to stay up long enough for the left fielder Hinnings to put that one away. So 2 flyouts for Ben Weaver to the left fielder, and that's out number 1 here in the 3rd. This is the cutest little kid I've ever seen. He's been out here
look
every
at him.
game.
Oh, oh man,
That's hilarious. So 1 out in the inning, Justin Gregg stepping in.
As I told you, I worked at a yacht club with little kid. I worked at a yacht club, and like that's the youngest age that we'd probably have, and
ball's lifted out of play, foul. 1-0 head to the bullpen.
they're probably one of the most rewarding age. That's probably the most rewarding age kids to work with, but then at the same time, it's also the most draining because
100%.
when they have their little temper tantrums, it's just
It's
all
pretty
you
brutal.
can really do is just sit there and wait for it to stop.
I worked in 6th and 7th grade. I had 40 6th and 7th graders from 9 to 5 every day last summer. That was my job at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
So 0-2, Justin Gregg, who had a single and has been the only run of the game so far. He stole second and very awaringly got up and ran to third as the ball trickled into center field. So an 0-2, one away as Greg check swings. It's going to be strike 3 anyways. That one's looking. So the first strikeout of the game for Hayden Johns, the New Mexico State Aggie. Out number 2 in the inning.
First pitch is fouled off to the left, or the right, I may say.
Thanks. I was looking up stats. 0-1, 2 away in the inning. Matheson had the RBI single, which drove in Greg. He punched one through the right side. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Big hack by Matheson coming up empty, 0-2. And Matheson has been a bright spot on this Chinook team all year long. So 0-2, 2 outs. As that breaking ball's in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Nix, who's done a terrific job all series long back there. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. As that one's hit on the ground to the third baseman. Over there to get it is Dalton Bowling, throwing on to the first baseman, Ethan Firestone, for out number 3 here in the third inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Chinooks, a 5-3 ground out, and that's all she wrote. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Chinooks. So bottom 3, here we go. It's 1-0. Chinooks got a lead back in the first and haven't looked back yet to this point. 2 good innings to this point as Jake Brown steps in. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for this Peninsula Oilers team standing in. First pitch to Brown's outside. It's a ball, 1-0. Brown had 3 hits yesterday, 3 RBIs. Stole a bag in there as well. It's a big day for him. That one's outside, making it 2-0. The leadoff man here in the inning. Brown walked, RBI. He reached base all 4 times now that I'm looking at it. It's a terrific day for him. 2-0 from Harry is kind of fisted out over to second for Harrison Clifton, out number 1. Weekly popped up on the infield for the out. As now Graydon West steps in. What lineup am I looking at here? Graydon West is at the plate. The lineup that I got was Jake Brown and then Trey Becker. So it is not Becker. It's now Graydon West. His first pitch to him is outside. It's a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0, 1 out in the inning. That one's downstairs, making it 2-0 here with 1 out in the inning. Wes had 2 singles yesterday as well, an RBI single back in his first at-bat. So nobody out, nobody on, 1 out. And this 2-0 count. That pitch, good pitch by Harry on the inside corner for strike 1. It's 2-1. 2-1.
2-1.
The robotic voice I have sometimes.
2-1. But it's so, like, captivating. You know?
Captivating?
Your voice is captivating.
Thank you. 2-1 home is outside. It's a ball, 3-1 with 1 away in the inning.
Just to tap off, too. That's Harry's misses.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah, Harry's misses have just been so small. That's one thing I'll say is that the eyes that the batters have in this league are just like really impressive. I don't know if it's because they know that these pitches aren't going to be called strikes or if like that right there.
Yeah, 3-1's in there for a strike.
I mean, granted, that's a ball on the outer third of the plate, like 3-1. He's probably thinking, there's not much I can do with this pitch right here, so I'm just going to leave it.
Right.
Like, the amount of times I've seen that pitch taken, like, in different counts.
3-2 is downstairs, so that's a walk. Second walk allowed by Harry.
It's just... It's like in the Southern Conference, the conference my school is in, we're notorious for having a wide strike zone, like horizontally.
Right.
So hitters know I have to swing at this pitch.
Yeah.
It's probably the exact opposite, where it's like I don't have to swing at this pitch because I know it's not going to be called a strike.
So top of the lineup back up there. 1 out in the inning. Harrison Clifton started this series on the mound and finishing it here 5 days later.
Has it really been 5 days?
This is the 5th day we've been here. Got here on Thursday. It's now Monday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 5.
Man, oh man.
It's unbelievable. So runner on first, that's the 9-hole Graydon West, who can run a little bit. Clifton checks him a couple of times. The 1-0 home, here it is a breaking ball that doesn't break, 2-0.
Just kept it up, left it up.
And Shimashita has been fun to watch this series. I know he's not as fun to watch when you're on the mound.
Yeah, you know, he was 1 for 3 against me yesterday with a strikeout, but...
Six hits in the series. It's a 2-0, misses outside, makes it 3-0. 6 hit in a series. 6 hits in 4 games. Basically, this is his 5th game, and he didn't even play yesterday. Had the off day.
Who's the other one? Who's the other?
Shuntsakaino.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that who you're thinking of?
Then he was the one who was 1 for 3 against me yesterday with a strikeout. Right there, yeah.
That one's
Good
in
pitch.
there for a strike, 3-1.
Had a little cut to it.
Man, I am all over the place with my lineup.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, it's close. I'm just now missing Shuntsakaino.
Yeah.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Runner on first stays put. The 3-1's downstairs for a ball.
Coach Beck's going to come out here, I think, and just... He's not... There's no one else getting warm, but he's just going to slow Harry down a little bit. I'm not sure if he saw something or if he's just going to give Harry a little pep talk, but he's just going to go out there and talk to him for a little bit. This is definitely Harry's game. The pitching staff is running very low.
Yeah, it is. Man, is it ever running low.
We're starting James in a couple days, I think.
Are we really?
Yep.
It'll be interesting, won't it?
Mm-hmm. Excited to see what he can do. He's been really good, really, really good recently.
He has been he's been pretty locked down out there. I'm trying to figure out my lineup. I'm all sorts of screwed up here. I might just scratch this and start over.
Start from scratch, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it has cooled down rapidly.
And here?
This room, yeah.
Temperature, I would imagine, is starting to drop, too.
Yeah.
Jerry Nix steps in. 1 out in the inning. Finishing up this lineup. 1 ball, no strikes. Long hold from Clifton on the mound. A couple of checks on his runner at second. Delivers to the plate, the 1-0 home, which is fouled out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away in the inning. So 1-1 home is upstairs. Snap throw from the catcher over to first, not in time.
The fact that Harry's throwing in a long sleeve right now under his uniform, not even a long sleeve, it's a turtleneck. It's
Yeah, I
quite
agree. It's
impressive.
kind of wild.
It is wild.
Two-one home, runners go. That ball's hit over to first. A snag by Matheson. He can't come up with it. Runner's going to score from second. They're going to hold that runner at third. It's an RBI single for Jerry Nix here in the 3rd inning to tie this thing up at 1 apiece. Hard hit ball. Matheson just tried to do the best Olay he could. Couldn't come up with it. Got on by him into right for an RBI single. Chinooks steps in. He's kind of walked with 2 outs his first time around. So 1 out in the inning. Runners on the corners, 1 run in. As Sakino bunts a good one over to first. Matheson can't come up with it, but it's not going to matter. RBI bunt single. We saw Sakino pull that one off yesterday, just right to the first baseman. That time allowing a run to score, a little bit better placed. So an RBI single officially on the infield.
Yeah. And just like that, the Oilers take the lead.
Yeah, so it's now 2-1 Oilers.
Now batting for the Peninsula Oilers, number 24, Noah Henning.
So Noah Hennings stepping in. Hennings grounded out to end the first. His first time around. It's 2 on, 1 out in the inning, and 2 are in. First pitch to him is a good breaking ball, 0-1. I think I might have caught up here. Ball's in the dirt. That's going to get away from Beavers, allowing both runners to advance. So runners on second and third now with 1 away in the inning.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, you just have to remember that you're a couple pitches away from getting out of this inning, limiting the damage. This inning doesn't have to end with a 4 spot. It doesn't have to end with giving up 5 runs. It's so close to being like a 2-run inning and a 2-1 game.
Ball's chopped on the ground, foul to the left side, 1-2. I agree. This thing can unravel pretty quickly, but also you can put a stop to the bleeding quick as well.
That's one thing I've realized is that the game gets a lot slower and a lot easier when you realize that you're always just a couple pitches away from getting out of an inning. And for me yesterday, I was 1 strike away from getting out of the first inning, giving up 1 run.
Right.
And
So
then I
1
give
ball,
up-
2
sorry.
strikes. outside, 2-2.
I was one pitch away from giving up just a single run in that first inning, and then
Right.
I give up a bases clearing double. But well, I guess it would have been who knows. But you have to carry the positives away from every situation.
I understand. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Opportunity for Clifton to get a big second out as that ball's flipped up out of play. You're going to be very happy with who comes through that back door in just a minute.
Oh, really?
There you are. 2 on, 1 out, 2-2 count here in the inning. 2-1's our score. As
Wow.
Mr. Weaver has arrived with the hot dog.
Wow.
Mr. Weaver, did you want to hop on? Did you want to
You
say
want to
hello?
hop on? You want to talk
Say
for a
hi
little
for just a
bit?
minute.
Hi to the Chinook fans. Great to be
Yeah.
here. All the way to Alaska.
You want to take my spot? You want to take
Absolutely.
my
Well,
spot for a little
thank
bit?
I've got one more delivery.
All right.
Get after it.
Thank you. It's for the guy behind the plate.
Oh,
All right.
okay,
All
nice.
right.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
All right. Thank you so much.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away.
What a great guy. Wow. I mean, not only
Well, he spoiled us, didn't he?
we're spoiled.
Infield's in here in the 3rd inning as that ball's lifted out to right. Greg's got a good arm. They're going to tag and see if they can get it. Runner from 3rd on his way home. The throw's a good one, but just a weird hop. Gets away. Nobody's covering home. It doesn't matter. Runner will stay put at 3rd. So good throw, just a strange hop. I think if that bounces better, honestly, turf, we might have ourselves a close play.
Yep.
Instead, it's a sac, fly, and an RBI for Noah Hennings here in the inning.
Oh, they're going to check to see if he left early. And, yep, he did not.
Did not check. He did not leave early.
Now batting for the Minnesota is first baseman number 19, Ethan Firestone.
And Firestone steps in. Firestone walked in the 2nd to lead it off. Runner on 3rd, 2 away, 3 runs here in the inning. 3-1. Oilers lead as that's outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Two walks, an RBI single. And out here in the inning is how we've gotten out of this. Runner on 3rd, 2 away as that one's in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
Pitch. One, 2 count, 2 outs. Runner on 3rd. Let's see what Harry brings right here. I'm thinking curveball. Fastball.
Fastball fouled off. Thought he had him.
That's why I don't hit. That's why I never was.
Not very good at hitting for that reason.
Well, that wasn't really what got me out of hitting. It was more that I realized pretty early on I was a lot better at pitching.
Right.
And good at pitching. But also not being able to hit a curveball very well.
That's understandable.
I'm sure if I stuck with it a little longer, I would have made the adjustments.
1-2 home's a breaking ball that's popped a mile into the air. Kinzel's going to call Beeman off, who puts it away for out number 3. But the damage was done. 3 runs come to the plate and score to make it 3-1. Head to the 4th. Chinooks have got to claw back into this one yet again here in Kenai. First pitch to Austin Young. It's in there for a strike.
Do we know where this kid goes to school?
Yeah, he's a New Mexico State Aggie.
Huh. Does he know Landon?
I don't know. He
I guess Landon was there, like, what, 4 years ago?
No, yeah. See, he wasn't there then. He's only been there for a couple of years.
Hmm.
No, New Mexico State. He was at New Mexico.
Oh, this kid's at
Yeah.
New Mexico?
Yeah, no, this kid's at New Mexico State.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. They rung Audie up on that one. Unbelievable.
I'm going to be honest. Well, look at that. The plate's completely covered in
Yeah,
dirt.
he can't see home plate.
It's completely covered in dirt. I'm going to be honest, though. Just from a completely, like, unbiased perspective,
Mhm.
that was a strike. The catcher caught it very poorly because it backed up on him.
Yeah.
I think it moved the opposite direction of what it was supposed to.
All right.
But I thought he wasn't about to ring him up on that. It was right there.
It was kind of a late call. Of course, he probably said something. We just can't hear it up here. First pitch to Jack Lawrence is lifted into the air to the right side. Over there to get it is Firestone, who puts it away for out number 2. So 2 quick outs to begin the 4th inning.
I guess it's early on in the game. It's only the 4th inning.
Alec Beeman steps in here with 2 away. It is still early.
It's early.
Gonna get into those hot dogs, are you? That one's in there for a strike. Nothing in one.
What was that?
You gonna get into those hot dogs?
I'm gonna think about it. I'm not extremely hungry.
I'm not terribly hungry, but I know I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, because
0-1's home is a ball. 1-1.
I'll probably only eat one of these things.
I don't think I'm gonna need 3. That's for sure.
3? Well, you know what? Maybe when we get Zan up here.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Or
say
Ty.
Swing and a miss by Beeman. Big hack. 1-2 now with 2 away in the inning. 3-1 Oilers lead.
Let's groove tonight. All right. So
That one's hit on the ground up the middle. Graydon West on the backhand picks it up, throws on to first. A jump throw. Did he get him? He got his foot back down on the bag for out number 3. 4-3 put out. Hold that thought. We'll bring you back here
Alrighty.
after this half inning. So bottom 4. Dalton Bowling is stepping in. I finally got the lineup fixed. Bowling flew out to right, I believe, his last time up. The first one's outside, ball 1-0.
And again, it's such a close miss by Harry, missing like a hair off maybe, but it's a good take right there.
Yeah. 3 runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Oilers to this point as we go to the third. As that one's fouled back. 1-1.
Did Brown start yesterday for them?
It's Jake Brown. Brown, I believe, started. Yeah, he did.
Where did he play?
Brown played. I think he DH'd. That ball's popped up out of play.
Where's Brown playing today for them?
Looks like he's DHing again. Of course, I could be wrong based off of everything that I've told you.
Oh.
Brown is DHing today.
Where did 24 did 24 play yesterday?
Couldn't tell you who that is off the top of my head.
It's I don't know.
1 ball, 2 strikes lifted. That would have literally hit us. That ball would have hit us in the face.
And we would have worn it.
Yeah, we would have sat here and we would have just took it.
I wouldn't have moved.
1 and 2. I was telling the listeners about our drive home tonight.
Okay. You excited?
No. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have to drive, so that one's down in the dirt, blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And I'll probably be asleep.
That would be nice. Of course, you go to bed a little bit earlier than most guys.
You know, it's so hard though to go to bed. When we had that mafia going on.
Oh, I'm sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's grounded over to third. High hop for Lawrence. He deals with a good job, and the throw takes him off the bag, so that'll be an error, I would assume, on Jack Lawrence.
Yeah. We'll see though. Well, let's see what they score.
Let's see what the score
Error,
says.
yep.
They do give him an error. So
But
E5
charged
to Jack Lawrence, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I sleep. It's in a it's like in the for the viewers at home. It's in a completely separate part of the bingo hall, but
Right.
I sleep with earplugs in, and I could still hear.
Really?
I could still hear the yelling. For the most part, it'd be quiet, but then every couple minutes, I just hear a collective shriek.
Yeah, everybody's yelling. The medic saved somebody, or somebody's getting accused. First pitch to Casey Burnham's outside for ball 1-0.
And then I'll hear the grow up.
Yeah, the grow up has been a staple on this team over the last few days.
The grow up and
The dope.
the
That's another
dope.
one.
Yep, that was the
Runner
next
goes. Good bunt
Oh
there.
my
The second good
goodness.
bunt. Matheson doesn't know what to do with it. Nobody's at first base covering.
Oh,
Throw back
man.
to second to try to get him, who took off to second base to go to third. Then they're safely. So another bunt single, this time for Casey Burnham. Has runners on first and second with nobody out in the inning.
one. It's just the small ball.
Oilers playing good baseball today as Jake Brown steps in. Brown flew out to in the second his last time up.
DH, number 23, Jake Brown.
So nobody out. Runners on first and second. We'll see what they do. Square around a bunt. They do not. First pitch away, so it doesn't matter. It sneaks away from the catcher, Davis Beavers. And runners advance to second and third with nobody out in the inning.
So okay, that's what I was about to say. I was just
Yes.
trying to collect my thoughts right there. Are we about to go infield in?
Yeah, so infield's in, 1-0 as that ball's chopped to the ground over to third. What a play by Harry, leaping off the mound. The throw to first is a good one. Runner's going to score. Harry leaping over to his right to keep that ball. I'm interested to hear your decision on what you would have done there. 1-3 putout does get an out. 4-1's a score.
Braden West.
Would you have
So-
let that ball go by?
No, because if that ball gets by Harry, I don't think Beeman's getting him at home. I think that Harry had the best chance to get him at home. That's such a tough play.
Yeah.
So,
He made the right decision to just getting an out.
yeah, that's what I was going to say is that I'm sure in Harry's point, he's like, I will sacrifice a run right now if I can just get an out after having an error and then a ball that,
Right.
in front. And
Runner
he
gets
takes
away
third.
from Beaver. Ball gets away from Beavers as that ball advances another runner. So runner's at third now, 4-1 game.
But like, just in the sense that you have an error in the infield and then a ball that goes about 45 feet on a bunt.
Yeah, he just can't.
You have to just
So infield's in again with nobody out in the inning. 4-1.
No, there's one out. They messed it up.
Grade
on the
West,
scoreboard.
yeah, excuse me. One away. Looks at ball 2. It's 2-0. Throw almost made Harry fall off the mound.
Well, Harry was walking down the back of the mound, and it was a low throw as it was. And
he just kind of lost his balance.
I did the same thing yesterday. Sometimes I'm like, I feel so athletic right now, and then I do some of the most unathletic things out there. Like, I'll be walking around in the mound, and I'll almost just trip over my own feet. And like, what am I doing? And
2-0's lifted down the right side and out of play. So 2-1. Joined by the unathletic, athletic Timmy Watkins tonight.
I would really like to think, though, I'm pretty athletic.
I'd say so.
I'm pretty athletic.
I'd say just about everybody on this team is pretty athletic.
Yeah. For the most part, yes.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Yeah, they're still struggling over there on the scoreboard.
It's on the ground over to Beeman at short. He looks over at third before firing to first to get out number 2. So a good job by Beeman to get it out and not allow that runner to advance home.
I mean, you cannot execute that play any better than Beeman just did there.
Oh,
he looked him
absolutely.
back, and as soon as he saw him start to move back, he threw it over to first. He killed any momentum he had at third
Right.
base there. That was just a
So good job by
Yeah.
Beeman. Brings up the top of the lineup, James Shimashita. Shimashita looks at ball 1, 1-0. Reached on a walk his last time up. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs in the inning. That's sent on the ground over to the right side. It's a fair ball. Good job by Matheson to get over there and get it and stepped on first. As that's the end of the inning. 3 unassisted. We head to the top of the 5th. It's 4-1 here in this one. Davis Beaver steps in, his second time up to the plate. In the 5th inning, 3-1 game as that ball's popped up out of play to the right.
That's our ball brought to you by Jerry and Sharon Hale. We invite you to come join the team.
0-1's inside, 1-1. That one's fouled away, so 1 and 2, nobody out in the inning.
Coco and Garrett Hussein.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning. Hayden Johns, 1-2, is looked at for strike 3. So Beavers is down on strikes here for first out in the inning. That's Johns' 3rd strikeout of the game. As Kinsel Plunkett steps in.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but just from what I saw, it looked like the umpire was not going to call a strike, and then like Tasha convinced him.
I think he might be saying something before he does the signal too. He has to.
If that's the case, then
Yeah. 1 out as that ball's lined over to second and past West into right field. So a single for Kinsel Plunkett. And that is a base runner here with 1 away in the 5th inning. Will Kelly's going to be up next here with a runner on first. One out in the inning. Kinsel Plunkett on first. Kelly's up to the plate. Kelly went 0 for 2 yesterday as that ball's lined to third. They're going to get Plunkett out at first base. Line drive to the third baseman. Plunkett gets off a bit too far. Makes the catch at third. And Bowling guns him out over at first. So a good job by Bowling for heads-up baseball. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-1. We're going to check. Go ahead, say something.
hello guys, how
Yeah,
are we
you're
doing?
good. You're good.
You can hear me?
Yeah, so bottom 5 getting ready to get underway.
Oh,
Testing a new method for the microphone for Timmy as the first pitch to Jerry Nix is a strike, 0-1.
normally when I pitch, I remember what the guys looked like in the box. I don't remember who played against me besides the slap hitting lefty.
Yeah, Nix did not play against you yesterday. That one's a
Okay.
ball. It's 1-1.
They all just kind of look the same up there from up here. James is tossing the bullpen.
It's 1-2.
Tossing.
Good breaking ball from Harry. So that just means 3 innings from now he might be ready to go.
He just might be.
4-1, Oilers lead. Opportunity here in the works for some more runs for the Oilers. 1-2, nobody out as that ball's outside. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning. Jerry Nix chaps that one on the left side, foul. Nix had an RBI single back in the third inning, that 3-run inning they had. Boy, can you imagine? It's already the 5th inning.
Let's not talk about it too much, though, right? I feel like...
I've been mentioning something every inning, and it's...
Yeah, you know what? So, you do you.
So, here's the deal. We're over halfway done, and we're an hour and 10 minutes into the game.
Well, I'm
2-2
really
is
thinking,
upstairs, 3-2.
I'm thinking the Chinooks comeback that we're about to have, it's going to take, like, it's not going to be quick. Like, we're going to start to score a ton of runs, and then it's going to slow the pace of the play of the game down a ton.
Right.
Like when we start to score all these runs.
No, I understand. 3-2, nobody out as that ball's foul tipped off the catcher's glove to the plate.
Was that the ball that caused the whole...
No, I don't think so. I think somebody shut that door.
Okay.
Shook the whole press box as soon as that ball hit the back, though. It's kind of weird. So you think Zan will actually make his way up here?
He had told me to come down and get him in a little bit. Should I go down and get him after this half inning?
Yeah, after this half inning. 3-2, good breaking ball just outside, though. Ball 4. If I'm Harry, I'm not upset with that pitch. Just missed.
No. Upset with the call, yes. Upset
Yeah,
with the pitch,
I
no.
agree.
But now if you're Harry, deep breath, reset. All right, focus on this pitch now.
You can't do anything about that last one.
You can't.
As Shun Sakino steps in.
What you can do is learn from it. So, you know, okay, I'm not going to get this part of the strike zone. He's not going to call this a strike. So I just got to change my eyesight a little bit, throw it a little bit lower.
First pitch to Sakino, as you said, change your eyesight a little lower. That ball's a little higher. It's ball 1-0.
He must have not heard me.
Probably not. Sakino had a 2-hit game yesterday. Another 2-hit game before that. 2-hit game before that. A 2-hit game before that. Every game of the series, he's had 2 hits in each game.
He did not play yesterday, correct?
He did. He led off yesterday. You struck him out to lead off the game.
And then I got him to ground back to me.
To you.
And then he hit that little single.
Then a
off
single, a stolen base, and a single. Already with 1 hit here in the game.
me. Oh my goodness! Yeah, he had that super weird stolen base where no one knew he was stealing.
Yeah.
I had thrown. It seemed like I had already thrown the pitch to home plate, and it was like as Audie was catching the ball that he started to run. I mean, he's super fast.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 4-6-3. They get the double play. So a good job by the Chinooks to turn that double play with 2 away in the inning now. So a leadoff walk goes for Nod, and now 2 away, bringing up Noah Hennings. Good turn there by Kinzel. Kinzel's been busy out there tonight. That double play. He's had a pop-up, 2 ground outs, another pop-up a little early on as well. 5 plays already for him in 5 innings.
Yeah, we've been just killing the outfielders with balls driven to them all series.
First pitch to Hennings is a ball. It's 1-0. I would assume that was a changeup.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
It looked like he backed off it a bit. Not backed off in a bad sense, just
Hennings had a
less
sack
to it.
fly RBI as the 1-0 was home. Ball 2. Two and 0, 2 away. Here in the 5th inning of this one. 4-1's our score. Downstairs, making it 3-0. Hayden Johns will absolutely be back out there for his 5th inning of work. Nobody warming in the Oilers pen. 3-0. Hennings at the plate. Ethan Firestone will be next if he can reach. The 3-0 take is ball 4 down low.
I'm sorry. That's so little league.
Yeah, it's very little league. They square around to fake bunt 3-0. It's not the first guy I've seen do that tonight.
We played a team this year at school, and a kid did that, and it did not go over well. I can't remember if we did something to.
Yep. So 2 out walk. Coach Chris Beck's going to come out and talk to Harry. So they are going to Harry is going to be done. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Step aside for just a minute and let James Aaron, who's coming in, warm up.
Folks, just for a moment, it's going to be just me. In about 3 seconds, Calvin's going to walk back in. 2, 1, and he's back. I was starting to get a little worried. I only turned my mic up. You have to turn your own up.
I'm just kicking things. This is the first pitch from Aaron's a strike. Is Aaron our only available bullpen arm today?
Yes, he is. Yep.
So we have people back home that from where I live listening. This is 0-1. Sit on the ground at third. Runner goes, so he's going to advance to third. Pass the diving Jack Lawrence into left. It's going to be a single. So runners on first or second and third. As I looked down for half a second to put for he got a hit. What happened there?
Will Kelly threw the ball in, and Alex Beeman, it just hit off his glove and flew about 10 feet to his right, and
allowing
just enough for
Firestone to advance the second. Okay. So runners on second and third, 2 away, 4-1 game. So people back home are listening. I told them that Carl Malone might come on the broadcast.
Has Carl Malone shown up yet?
I don't think he's going to come.
His wife seemed really adamant that he...
That's what I was saying. And if he was going to come, I would assume he would have shown up by now, but he's not here.
And Kalen had...
Kalen got his number.
Yes. And they were texting back and forth.
How do you get Carl Malone's number?
I said this. Listen to this. I said, if there's one person on our team that can get Carl Malone's number, it is 1,000% Kalen.
I agree. Dalton Bowling's the one at the plate as it's 1-1, 2 outs in the inning.
We have a lot of extremely warming, personable people on our team. Kalen is at the top of the list. Something about him, he just makes people feel comfortable talking about
he does.
That was one of the first things I noticed about him.
Yeah, so 1-1, 2 away. Aaron's pitch is downstairs. It's ball 2, 2-1. Aaron, the Alaska native.
Aaron's trying to keep it close this game right here.
Yeah, 4-1's our score. 3 runs is no deficit we've never came back from before. That one's in the dirt, 3-1.
I can give you a little bit more insight on the story with how Kalen got his number.
Actually, yeah, I do want to know that.
So Kalen, I had jokingly said to Kalen, go ask, because Karl Malone's wife walked out and she said, I want to go to the game. I'll tell him. And then we all said, there's no way he's going to want to go. I said, Kalen, go ask him to come to the game. And he just stood up, didn't say a thing, walked over. We're like, is he going to?
That one's fouled away. Matheson thought about it, but out of play.
And we said, no way he's going to. Like, there's no way. And he just walks right over to him. And Kalen had explained later that he's like, it felt like Carl knew that I was walking up to him, because he's like, as mid-set, he stops, takes off his headphones, and he's like, oh, I want to come to our...
Yeah.
We talked to him earlier today. He's super nice. Yeah.
Does he come to many games? Huh. 3-2, 2 outs. That one's in the dirt, ball 4. Gets away from the catcher. The runner's going to go. The throw is no throw. So that's going to allow the run to score. So walk for Bowling. And another run comes across after the pass ball. With 2 outs in the inning. Runners on the corners now.
Yeah, so Kalen said, it's almost as if Carl knew he was walking up to him, because he was mid-set and he takes out his earbuds, stops working out, and Kalen was like, oh, you want to come to our game later? And he said they just started talking, and then Kalen explained, he's like, oh yeah, we're just talking about life. How do you just casually start a conversation with Karl Malone about life?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Austin Young apparently got his picture taken with him. As that ball hit on the ground hard to Beeman. Beeman got a pretty candy hop there to get the runner out at second base. So a 6-4 putout ends the inning. We head to the top of the 6th. 1 run comes across.
5-1 now in favor of the Oilers.
It's 5-1. So top 6, 5-1. Ben Weaver at the plate. Weaver's third at bat, flying out to left both times. That one's ripped into right center field. Racing back is Burnham, but gets there to put it away for out number 1. Big swing by Weaver, but nothing to show for it. Ball kind of died out there for out number 1. Justin Gregg steps in. One away. Gregg steps in as he looks at ball 1. One's in there for a strike, 1-1. Greg had a single, stole second, advanced to third on the throw from the catcher. Way back in the first, they gave the Chinooks an early 1-0 lead. Since then, nothing on the scoreboard. That one's popped up on the infield. It's going to be a tough play. Hustling over. It's going to get down, and Greg's going to reach. What a weird play. It just kind of shot up over the pitcher's mound. Johns didn't retreat at all to get it. And it drops on the infield for an infield single. What a weird single. Chinooks will take it, though, with the one away in the inning. Ryan Matheson stepping in, one away. Greg's off and running again. Next, the throw down is not in time. Good steal a second there for Justin Greg, his second stolen bag of the game. He's got themselves with runners in scoring position with only one away. Five to one's the score here in the top of the sixth inning. Last day in Kenai before heading home as that pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's 1-1 with one away. One out in the inning, runner on second as Matheson pops that one up to the right side of the infield. Firestone over there, the USC Trojan, puts it away for out number 2. 2 away. Austin Young's at bat. Most recent one to get a picture with Carl Malone. Walked his first time up and then was a strikeout looking way back in the 4th inning. First pitch to Young is upstairs a little bit. Ball 1, 1-0. Two away in the inning. Greg had an infield single. Just kind of dropped over the pitcher's mound earlier. So 1-0 home. Downstairs to Young, 2-0. Austin, the Masters University Mustang, standing in. Looks at strike one. It's 1-1, 2 away. 5-1's our score. It was a 3-run third, and then they've tacked on the last couple of innings to make it 5-1. Oilers out on top. Looking to take 4 of 5 here in this series against the Chinooks. 1-1, 2 outs. That pitch is cut on and missed. 1-2. Chinooks looking to claw all the way back into this one. Swing and a miss. Austin down on strikes for strike number 3. His second strikeout of the game. John's 4th. As we head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-1's our score. We'll step away, and Alexander Saunier will join us in the next half inning. So bottom 6, Alexander Sagnier's joining us here. I'm going to give you a little update on the score. It's 5-1 Oilers lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Last night, Oilers won 11-0 in 7 innings. As the first pitch from Aaron here in the inning is a strike. It's 0-1 to Jake Brown. So Sagnier, fill us in. Some people have been wondering how you've been feeling since that injury a couple of nights ago.
Not too bad. Just very tight. I got hit in the neck, the fastball. Was it 2 nights ago, I think?
That was 2 nights ago, yeah.
3 nights ago. So kind of starting to rehab it a little bit, but definitely an abnormal injury that I've never had to experience before.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, and people were asking about you on the broadcast yesterday, seeing how you were doing. So figured we'd bring you up here today. Aaron's 1-2 home. It's a breaking ball, good one, but it's outside 2-2.
Yeah, it was definitely scary. Definitely something that you don't want to see when you're swinging the bat.
No, absolutely not. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no way. That one's hit on the ground. Plunkett over to his right, makes a diving play from a knee. The throw to Matheson, digs out. Oh, no, he says he got thrown off the bag. I don't know if I agree with that, but it's an infield single. Heck of a play on both ends. Plunkett over to his left, dives, picks it up off his knee. The throw to Matheson's in the dirt and a good dig, but just was off the bag slightly. So an infield single for Jake Brown. Graydon West, the Rice Owl, stands in now. West to this point, 0 for 1, but he's walked and grounded out. So Zan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I know you go to LSU Eunice. Where are you from? How have you enjoyed your season? And I got a question for you after that, but I'll ask you those two first.
So born and raised Lafayette, Louisiana, which is about an hour from Eunice, where I'm playing ball now. It's a JUCO LSUE. Great program, great coaching staff. Just finished my freshman year there, but I'll be heading back there for my sophomore season. I'm definitely really excited. We're hoping to maybe try to make it to a national championship this year. A lot of high expectations, but looking forward to the season for sure.
It's exciting, man. So pick off its tip from Aaron. So 0-1, 1 away in the inning. West at the plate. I'm curious to know. I think he might have just fell. 0-1, 1 out. I'm curious to know. We're almost done. We're about 3 weeks away from being done. Who's been the guy on the team this year that's really been eye-opening to you? To the guy you like watching work, guy you like watching play. Who's been the most fun to watch play all season long? That ball's hit on the short, so we may have to take this in a second. 6-4-3, no return throw, fielder's choice. So 2 away, Graydon West on at first. So it gives us time to ask this question. Who's been the guy you liked watching the most this season?
I'd say Ben Weaver.
Okay.
Me and Ben are very similar in a lot of ways, but he's a couple years older than me, so it's been nice to learn from him and talk to him a lot about all kinds of things, baseball and life related. He's kind of been a mentor for me. It's been great to be friends with such a guy. Great guy. Just such
awesome
a great guy.
All of this you're seeing up here to my right, all this food, is a pick up a tip from Aaron, doesn't get him, is all thanks to Ben's dad.
No.
Yeah, brought all this up here for us, brought that bag over there to my left for me yesterday.
I mean.
So plenty of great, just an awesome family all around. 2 out, first pitch is a strike, 0-1.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I can't either. Such a nice guy. Coach Troy Hervey, who's back home. Hope you get to feeling better. Was glad to hear you're feeling better. So it's good to hear from you.
Thank
as
you,
well.
sir.
So 0-1, 2 outs in the inning. Second pitch to Shimashita is cut on and missed, and he's disgusted with himself in that one. 0-2. 5-1's our score. Bottom 6. Is it warm in here to you?
Not too bad.
Earlier today, it was. I'm talking a sweat box. It was tough. 2 outs in the inning, 2 strikes. Shimashita up to the plate, the leadoff hitter for this Oilers team as he lifts that one into right. Coming out to the outfield and coming in is Greg, but Kenzel will put it away, so that's.
Is that not 3 outs? Oh, it was not.
Oh, 2.
Nope, that is out number 2. Now let's think about it. So second out of the inning. Another play for Kenzel out there at second. He's been real busy tonight. 2 away, Jerry Nix, the catcher, stands in.
Now batting, catcher number 12, Jerry Nix.
So before that injury, we'll go back to that game. Oh, I guess maybe not.
He had 3 hits that day.
He did have 3 hits that day. Might be looking at the wrong day, too. Did you have 3 hits that day? What day was that, man?
That was
The second day we were here?
Second day. Second or third?
Second or third day we were here. I might be wrong. Yeah, there you are. You're just hitting 9-hole. First pitch to Nix. Here it is, and it's cut on and hit it on the ground to Lawrence. Lawrence, who made an error his last play, puts that one away and does a pretty decent job throwing over to second. So 5-4 put out here to end the 6th. It's the 7th inning already. How about that?
One base hit, one left on.
We go to the top of 7. Oilers are on top. It's 5-1. We'll step away, Zan. You stay around for just a minute long. Jack Lawrence steps in. Alexander Saunier back with us for another half inning. Said he enjoyed it so much, he just did it again. Jack, to this point, 1 for 2. He had a single. That's to left, and then a runner was gunned out at home on the play. So a good throw by Hennings there. Still counts as a single for Lawrence either way. 1 for 2, 5-1 game here in the 7th. First pitch to Lawrence is in there, strike 1. It's 0-1. How long do you think you'll be out of commission?
So I've been talking to our trainer Brian, and he's I think this is kind of a new injury for him. So we're kind of playing it by ear, sort of thing. Just trying to take it slow. It got me in a pretty soft spot, so I'm really tight around my whole neck. So just trying to get back to my movement, and then also just being able to move around the right way.
Yeah. So nothing in 2, nobody out. The good news is, Zan, is the 0-2 is ripped out to short, put away pretty easily there by Becker for out number 1 here in the 7th. The good news is for you, though, is you might miss the next, 3 games we have, and then we have 2 off days. So that's 5 days before we really get you back, which is good to know.
Yeah.
1 out in the inning. That brings up Alec Beeman. Beeman's been retired twice in this one. 0 for 2 is the first pitch on the outside corner for ball 1, 1-0. Oh, 1-0, big hack by Beeman. He comes up empty. It's 1-1 here with 1 out. Zan, are you pretty, how are you feeling about this ride home with this injury you have right now? Are you kind of worried about it a little bit as that ball's popped to right? Over there to get it is Shimashita, kind of tracking it as he puts it away for out number 2. So 2 away. Brings up Davis Beaver. So, yeah, is this bus ride going to be kind of tough on you?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It'll be a late night tonight, too, coming after this game.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if I can get comfortable on the way back.
Are they going to give you the front seat? I feel like if you had the front seat, maybe you would.
So they were giving me the front seat, but I think I'm going to take a back seat.
Really?
Try to see if I can maybe lay out, maybe try to get a better spot in the
That's fair.
van.
First pitch to Davis is a ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, injuries like that, you don't think about how much they kind of affect your day-to-day life until after they happen.
Yeah.
1-0, hit on the ground up the middle. It's going to be a tough play over there to get it is Becker, who can really throw. Gets a good range by Becker for out number 3. 6-3 put out as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Already here in this one. Get up and stretch, except to your next, Zan. It's 5-1 here in Kenai. Shun Chikino steps in, who this could possibly be his last at-bat. 5-1 Oiler lead here, bottom 7. Maddox Ryan's on the mound. I actually like that haircut. Timmy behind us is showing us pictures of him with short hair. Real long flowing hair on the mound. I think he should do it. First pitch from Ryan to Sakino's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. I was mentioning earlier to Timmy, Zan, that every game in this series, Shun has gotten 2 hits.
Wow.
So he's got 11 hits in the series right now, as that one's a ball, 1-1. He's already got 1 hit today. It's an RBI bunch single.
Yeah.
Back in the 3rd inning.
The speed's definitely helping him, that's for sure.
100%. 1-1 home is downstairs to make it 2-1.
I think he has a couple doubles, too.
Yeah, this guy can play.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Where does he go to school?
I'm not entirely sure.
I can look it up if you want.
It's fine. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out in the inning. I have his name right here as he waves and misses at that one. Is how you spell his name.
Okay. Wow.
So 2 balls.
Shunsuke Sakano.
Yeah, Shunsuke Sakino. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody away in the inning. The leadoff man flips that one out of play. It's 2-2. You see the ball really well here at the plate?
Not those first 2 games.
Really?
They were kind of tough.
All right, thank
It was darker. Today it's kind of light, so it probably.
That's
a
true.
little
It
bit
was
easier.
really cloudy here. Gorgeous day, honestly, today.
Yeah, it's the best day probably so far since we've been here.
Yeah.
All right, plays at CSN. CSUN.
Cal State Northridge. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Shun Sakino, Cal State Northridge product.
No, wait, this isn't him, right?
No, that's him.
Okay.
That's him?
Yeah.
They spelled his name differently. Maybe whoever owns a lineup spelled it.
So full count. We'll try this again. 7th inning. 5-1 Oilers lead. That one's outside. Ball 4. So Shunsuke reaches base for the 3rd time tonight.
Jeez.
Struggle. He batted at buck 85 and 27 at-bats this year.
Really. So leadoff walk here in the 7th as Noah Henning steps in. And oh man, 5 days here in Kenai. 1 game won and have dropped the last 4. Looking to get back off the schneid, as me and Timmy like to say, here in this one. 5-1. Nothing too crazy of a comeback I've never seen before. Shunsuke can run over there first. Okay, a little
Sakano,
bit-
he's playing short or second today.
Sakino's playing second base. Trey Becker's the shortstop.
Okay.
Sakino stole a bag yesterday. And then stole 2 of them on day 1 as another pickoff just to check on him. 3rd pitch of the game for the Chinooks. It's Maddox Ryan. Normally the middle infielder. We've seen him on the mound a few times tonight. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Noah Hennings. It's 0-1. This is game 5 of an 8-game stretch in 8 days for the Chinooks. So after today, we'll have 3 more. 1 in Anchorage tomorrow. And then back home on Wednesday, whatever day that is. That ball's good breaking ball. It's 1-1.
Good pitch.
A very nice pitch. Zan, I'm hoping to see you out there on the mound at some point this year.
Yeah. Let's hope not too soon. Maybe the back half. Back half of our back half.
Yeah. Finishing up here pretty quickly. 27th game of the season. Another pickoff. Good job there by Ryan to keep that one in front. 27 games in already.
Going by quick.
Unbelievable. It's already It's July 11th. 7-Eleven day. So if you're near a 7-Eleven, be sure to enjoy that free slushie. 1-1, nobody out. Shunsuke fakes like he was going to run, but he stays put. It's 2-1. I think he might have had it and shut it down. Would not be shocked if he goes on one of these next 2 pitches. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hennings. Has an RBI with a sac fly. Also was walked in this game. Runner goes for second as that ball's popped up out of play. 2-2, nobody out of the inning. So Chinooks last night here in Kenai, I mentioned this a little bit ago, before we head home tonight and play Anchorage tomorrow. Play the Bucks at 7 p.m. over at Mulcahy Stadium. No rest for the weary, that's for sure. You have family listening to you right now, Zan?
I think so. Yeah. I think my grandma's usually on the live stream. Not too sure if my parents are watching.
It's
they
late
know-
over there.
It's low. It's late. It's late over there.
Let's see, what time is it?
10:56.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a late night tonight for the people in Louisiana. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think some fans have actually been enjoying this earlier start time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
3-2 as that ball's popped up. Matheson has a look at it, but he gets out of play. So we'll try this full count one more time here in the bottom of the 7th. I've certainly enjoyed this earlier start time. Of course, it also helps when you can sleep just as long as you want, really.
Yeah.
I think the earliest I got up, pick off a tip, not a bad one, almost got him.
That was close.
Earliest I got up this week was 10:30, I think, maybe.
Yeah. I was supposed to be in the gym, but after the injury, haven't been able to
Yeah.
move the weights around, so.
3-2. Come on, Maddox. Let's get this thing on the road, man. Another pick off attempt with full count here in the inning. Just under the 2 hour mark in the game here, bottom 7. Last night's game was an hour 58.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's.
I guess we didn't play the full game.
Yeah, didn't play the full game. 11-0 final.
Makes more sense.
Runner not going. That was fouled back. That would have hit the PA announcer to our left. Count staying full if there was no webbing or glass in front of him. So full count. Another one is fouled away. So we're really laboring this at bat here. 5-1 in the 7th inning. Timmy, do you want me to hook up this microphone for you? We could all three talk if you really want to.
Maybe after this half inning, I'm gonna go bring that tray back down.
Okay, runner goes. Another one fouled away. So Hennings locked into a battle with Maddox on the mound.
Ball almost went in the bullpen.
Did it really?
All the pitchers started going crazy.
I'm just enjoying watching Zan kind of do his work up there. Zan just grinding.
It's nice to see where the magic happens, Calv.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All I do is just kind of ramble on for 3 hours a day. Next thing I know, the game's over. Nobody out. 5-1. 5 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Oilers as opposed to the 1 run, 5 hits, and error for the Chinooks. Runner not going. Another one fouled off, this time to the right side. Well over a 10-pitch at-bat, that's for sure. Not a good thing for the Oilers as they're running out of baseballs. So 3-2, nobody out. We're still at this at-bat for Hennings. Pick off attempt, nothing going. Whoever's washing Sakino's pants is not going to be pleased after this at-bat. 3-2, nobody out. Let's try this one more time. The no batting gloves hitter at the plate is Noah Hennings. That one's, I think he might have just, it must have foul tipped off his shoulder. It almost looked like he swung and it hit him in the shoulder, but the way he reacted,
Did that not just happen?
I have no idea how that would happen.
What did you see?
That's what it looked like.
It looked like he swung and the ball just missed his bat and hit his shoulder, which in that case would be strike 3. Nobody's arguing, though. Of course, we can't hear anything up here, just like you guys can. Long hold, runner goes. Strike 3, that's a walk. Holy cow, what a good pitch by Maddox. That ball gets into center field. Runner not advancing, so a walk to Noah Hennings, so a really good at-bat for Hennings.
Yeah, I don't
His
know about
second
that
straight
call.
I don't know what that
one,
was.
I think that one was strike 3.
Now batting for the Oilers, number 19, Ethan Firestone.
It's UST Trojan Ethan Firestone steps in. He's coming out of his freshman season.
Get your split the putt tickets out. Split the
Davis
top number.
Beavers back from behind the plate. Go out there and talk to
Should be
Maddox.
red
Just kind of
ticket
settle him
today.
down.
Number 2-2-0-1-5-2-3.
This is completely my fault. The game has come to a screeching halt here in the 7th.
$217. Go to Scoop Shack to pick up your prize. 1523.
Scoop Shack.
Yep. Back behind us.
Yeah.
Scoop, the only mascot in the ABL, has been here. Gave me a high five earlier.
Really? He
Yeah.
comes up here?
No, he doesn't come up here. He just walked past them. They're bunting up 5-1. Firestone very upset with himself after that bunt attempt. With his USC helmet on.
I think we need a mascot.
I'm telling you, apparently they had somebody who would have done it.
Sammy the Salmon.
Sammy the Salmon. I think it'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Nothing in one, nobody out. Firestone squares around again. This time bunts it off his shoulder. So Firestone's going to... Oh. They're going to say he was fouled off in the box.
I thought he was out of the box.
I
on
did
that
too. Dalton bowling on deck. Nobody out. Firestone's going to have to swing it here with 2 strikes. Because technically he doesn't have to swing. He could bunt again, but bunts it foul, you're out. So Ryan checks his runner on second, a long stare at him before coming to the plate. A couple looks later as it's downstairs. Ball 1, 1-2. Sleep is absolutely inevitable after this game. I am exhausted. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. That pitch to Firestone's ripped down the left field line, but foul.
Calv, I don't know if you'll be sleeping. I think you're driving a van tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna need something for sure.
Yeah, you might have trouble sleeping behind the wheel there.
That would be tough. I have physical therapy tomorrow at 11:45, so I can sleep till probably 11. Ball sent on the ground over to second. Kinsel's been real good over there. 4-6-3 in a very pretty double play here in the
nice.
7th inning of this one. So back-to-back walks to start the inning, and Firestone grounds into a double play to the second baseman, Kinsel Plunkett. Runner on third with 2 away. Brings up Dalton Bowling. Boy, how about that play by Kinsel? Just off to his left. Spin throw back to second, where Beeman is. Beeman guns it over to first, round number 2. First pitch swinging is Bowling. It's 0-1. Dalton Bowling 0 for 2. He's reached base twice, though. Reached on an error by the third baseman and then walked. That one's low. It's ball 1, 1-1. 2 away here in inning number 7. 5-1 Oilers lead. Last night here in Kenai. That one's popped up, out of play. So 1-2. It's the longest inning of the game by quite a bit. Is 1 pitch away from being over. Ryan also a pitch away from working out of this. Fans going nuts outside the press box. First time I've really heard them. 1-2 is not a bad one, just missed outside. 2-2.
Yeah, some very lively fans here in Kenai.
Are they really? Down in that beer garden over there, they get after it, is what I've been told.
They have a good time.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Number 22 hitting as well. That's outside, making it 3-2. Scoops over here to our right. I don't want you to look, Dan, but just trust me. Kind of a tough angle for your neck, anyways. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Maddox can work out of this one. Pitch from Ryan's hit up the middle. It's going to be a single into center, an RBI single. Run's going to come across to score to make it 6-1 Oilers. Good swing there by Bowling.
Now batting for the Oilers, designated hitter number 23, Jake Brown. Correction, number 4, Casey Burnham.
Casey Burnham steps in. Burnham walked, was picked off, and then singled as well. 1 for 2. Six-1 game here in the 7th inning. Oilers just tacked on another. First pitch to Burnham is a ball. It's 1-0. Runner stays put at first. That ball's in the dirt. 2-0. This is entirely my fault for even mentioning the speed of the game. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away in the inning. I drive out to right. That's going to get down in front of Greg for a base hit. So back-to-back singles as runners on first and second. 2 away in the inning.
Now batting for the Oilers, designated hitter number 23, Jake Brown.
Seems to be the issue that all our squared up balls go to the other team's glove, and theirs just end up falling.
I agree. So Chris Beck, the coach, is going to come out to the mound, have a word with Maddox. Maddox's night's going to be over. I can't tell who's coming in.
Patty.
As Patty McCurvitt's coming in to pitch. So it's an all-night, all-hands-on-deck type of night for the Chinooks. 6-1's our score, 2 away. We'll step aside to let Patty get his warm-up pitches in. 2 outs in the inning. First pitch from Patty McCormick. Submarine style. It's strike one. 0-1, or ball one apparently. 1-0. I don't know where that missed. Jake Brown is the batter, the first one to face Patty McCormick. And as Jordan Cleats out there, the 1-0 is popped up on the right side. This is going to be a tough play. Matheson says he's got it. Kinzel's going to call it off, but it's way right of him. Thought they were underneath it. Instead, it's way foul. So 1-1's the count. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away in the inning. Eight-hole hitter in this Oilers lineup step again. It's Patty hits him on a Ephus pitch, just off the shoulder. Good jokes out there. Jake Brown acted like he was going to charge the mound, jokingly, of course. Now bases loaded for Graydon West. Runners were off on the pitch, and they even slowed up after Patty's pitch was slowly revolving in there. I'm not even sure what you'd call that. It wasn't thrown.
Slow pitch.
Yeah, the slow pitch is the first pitch to West, a little harder this time, 0-1, fouled away. Bases loaded, 2 away in the inning. Graydon West, the Rice Owl, at the plate. 0 for 2. Walk his first time up and it's grounded out in a fielder's choice. It's the third time. That was ripped out to short. Beeman there to glove it, who throws on to Kinzel for a 6-4 put-up. So they escaped the huge inning. And they put on another, though. It's 6-1 as we go to the 8th. Step aside, come back for the top of the 8th inning after this. Top 8 coming your way. Kinzel Plunkett will be the first man to greet the new pitcher for the Oilers. It's Max Miller. Miller, the Baylor University Bear. Well, the Bears heartbroke I guess they broke the heart of all us Oklahoma State Cowboys fans in that Big 12 championship game this season. First pitch swinging is Kental Plunkett, fouled away, 0-1.
Senior Poncho.
7 different chances to get in from the 4-yard line. We then get up to the inch line and still can't find the end zone to end the game. 0-1 fouled away, 0-2. Heartbreaker. Think about that one a lot, honestly. So much would have happened this year. No, it's not even worth it. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Baylor Bears on the mound. JUCO Bandit at the plate. Here's the pitch as he waves and misses. Strike 3. Miller gets his first strikeout. There's 1 out in the inning. 6-1's our score.
Now batting number 14, Will Kelly.
One out in the inning. Will Kelly stepping in as the first pitch to is upstairs. It's ball 1, 1-0. Kelly is 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play his last time. That hit him?
Yeah.
Thought so. Hit by pitch for Will Kelly, his second of the series. Now back to the top of the lineup we go. First pitch to Ben Weaver is a strike. It's 0-1. Weaver to this point 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Last one he tagged pretty well out to center. Nothing to show for it. Second pitch is outside. It's a ball, 1-1. Over there first is Will Kelly, who's probably got to stay put if I were to guess. Down 5 here in the 8th inning.
Oh, yeah.
That one's hit out to right. Good swing, and that's going to get down. Good job by Ben Weaver to find himself in the hit column. And now we got runners on first and second with 1 away in the inning. The consistent machine that is Ben Weaver is on board.
Got a great swing, old Benjamin.
Yes, he does. 6th hit in this series. So now with runners on first and second, Justin Grech stepping in, who's 2 for 3 with 2 stolen bags as well in this one. Miller checks his runner on second. The first pitch from him is a ball outside, 1-0. There's normally, there is today, and you couldn't, golly, that Frito got stuck in my throat. 1 ball, no strikes. Wow. Miller, a couple of innings ago, walked 7 guys, 3 innings. It's a little wayward out there, but with 1 out in the inning, 2-0 count. That one's lifted out to right field. Shimoshida's racing back, turns his hips, and does a good job of putting that one away. Tagging from second is Will Kelly, who advances. So a fly ball out to right, advances Will Kelly. Here with 2 outs in the inning, it brings up Ryan Matheson.
Now batting number 15, Ryan Matheson.
Matheson, the only one with an RBI in the game for the Chinooks, has an opportunity here to drive in at least 1 more. Weaver's over there at first. Well, Kelly's at third. Matheson at the plate. The first pitch from Miller. Here it is, outside, ball 1. Any predictions for this at bat, Zan?
I'm going to say Oppo single over second base.
1-0 Holmes. A breaking ball that he tried to do that with. A little late on the swing. 1-1.
Yeah, Ryan's got some great power to the pull side, but he also does a great job staying through a lot of pitches back over to the Oppo gap.
1-1. Flipped up out of play to the right side. It's 1-2.
A ball brought to you by the Jonas Brothers.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner from first goes. That pitch is outside. They're going to allow Ben to get to second. So a stolen bag for Ben Weaver.
Are they even holding him on?
I'm not even sure if they were. I don't think they were. Try it again. That one's way inside. Out of the way. Oh. They're going to say he balked. Wow, how about that? So Miller doesn't come set, and he balks to drive in a run. So now 6-2. This game gets a whole lot more interesting, at least in my eyes.
Yeah.
Another run here in this inning makes it a 3-run game going into the ninth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs for the Chinooks. Deuces are indeed wild here in the 8th. Big swing and a miss by Matheson as he's retired. Miller gets his second strikeout of the inning and ends this thing. But he allows 1 on the balk. We head to bottom of the 8th, where the Oilers look to tack on another before coming up into the 9th inning. So Shimashita stands in, the leadoff hitter to face Patty McCormick. Back out there here in the 8th inning as Shimashita looks to strike 1. It's 0-1. 6-2 game, Oilers lead.
How's he doing tonight? What's his?
Shimashita, to this point, has only walked. He's grounded out twice and then popped out to second base.
Another great hitter.
Yeah, this lineup's got a few of them. So 0-2, nobody out. Leadoff hitter Shimashita at the plate. Patty's 0-2 home is lifted into center. Weaver having to retreat back. Still going back a little bit and puts that one away for out number 1. So 8th inning, bottom of the 8th inning. That's how that one gets underway. Fly out to center. Jerry Nick stepping in. Catcher for this Oilers team.
Yeah, I'll be honest, being hurt it's kind of tough right now, but it's been interesting to be able to see, different aspects of the game, being up here in the box and getting to check out the bullpen. It's been kind of cool to, see other aspects of the game that you don't normally see.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of things from up here as the first pitch is fouled away. It's a whole different game from up here as it is from the dugout, too.
I will admit, yeah. Definitely a different view.
So we have a new comment in the chat. It's the 0-1 Holmes lifted to right. That's put away. Good play there by Greg. 2 away, bringing up Shun Sakaino. Now listen to this. Someone in the broadcast, or someone in the comment section of the broadcast, said the new broadcaster's killing it with hard eyes. I'll give you one guess on who that is.
Oh, it has to be Zan's girlfriend.
It absolutely has to be his girl. And you know what's funny? 2 outs in the inning. It's 6-2. Zan, I want to see if you can broadcast kind of like what I'm doing. See how well you can do for this batter.
Oh, pitch outside. Ball 1. Patty here, a sidewinder. Senior, just graduated. The 1-0 pitch. Ooh, close. Another ball outside. Just missed. Patty has a nice arm side run on his pitches, so he's trying to lock back in here on the inside part of the plate. 2-0. Again, outside. Hopefully find a strike here.
Somebody's yelling at the field out there.
Yeah,
Can't
we have a
find them.
couple fans happy out there. The 3-0. Finds the outside corner, Patty. 3-1 here. Hopefully Patty can spot up over the dish. Again, swinging for strike 2.
Big swing.
Now, Patty McCormick, he's a, short and stout pitcher here, but
3.
and 3. Great pitch from McCormick there to retire the side. Again, 2-6 Oilers as we head to the top of the 9th.
1, 2, 3 go the Oilers. Here comes the 9th inning. So 9th inning getting underway. Chinooks have got to have all hands on deck. 6-2. Stan, I'd love to have you do this more often. This has been a blast. I know obviously you'd like to rather be playing. I don't blame you one bit.
It's been very
Leading,
fun.
leading off the 9th, though, is Austin Young, who swings the first pitch and lifts that one to center in the 9th inning. And underneath it is Burnham, who puts it away for out number 1. One away here in the 9th. Good swing there by Adi, just not much to show for it. Jack Lawrence steps in. Two outs away. Got to have somebody on base here in the 9th. First pitch to Lawrence downstairs, ball 1. Drake Price, the pitcher. Pitched a couple of games ago here in this series. The 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away as that one's lifted out to left. Having to come in. He's still coming in. Charging, sliding, making a nice play. Good job out there by Hennings. Keep his eye on the ball and run in. Sliding, puts it away for out number 2. What a nice play out in the left. What do you think about that one?
It's a pretty nice snag. Shortstop's out there, but I mean that play, he's so fast.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty quick. So 2 away in the inning.
Number 7, Alec Beeman.
Alec Beeman stepping in as the Chinooks are down to their final out. First pitch to Beeman, chopped on the ground, foul to the left side. It's 0-1.
Coach want to note part of that one.
No, he normally doesn't. So a reminder before this one's over, Chinooks will play tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in Anchorage. That one's in the dirt, makes it ball 1-1-1.
And no more 6 o'clock games for the remainder of the season.
The
I don't
final
think.
6 o'clock start, either 7 or 2 p.m. starts for the rest of the year. 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
7 and 4, sorry. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs here in the ninth. Ripped out over the jumping shortstop Becker, who it's into right field, or left field, excuse me, for a hit. I believe that actually is Sakino out there.
Yeah,
in short.
Sakano is playing short.
The lineup that I was given is much different than the lineup that's out on the field today.
Really?
So Beeman's aboard with the single.
Beavers.
Davis Beavers steps in.
Beavers had some nice barrels this game too.
Yeah, he does.
all right to a lot of people. Seems to be our problem the past few days.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Great hits, just not to where we want them.
So 26 outs to this point and only 5 strikeouts.
Wow.
21 different times we put the ball in play, which matches the
7 hits.
Yeah, 7 hits. Putting the ball in play 28 times, so only finding crash 7 is pretty frustrating. 2 outs, second pitch is a strike. It's 1-1. Could have saw that one coming. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away in the inning. Beavers watches a good breaking ball in there for strike 2, 1-2. Chinooks down to their final strike in this one. 9th inning, 1-2. That ball's lifted out to right, and it's going to get out of play foul. Well, Zan, if this is it, this has been a blast with you tonight.
I know. Hopefully, hope not hurt for too long, but maybe might take a trip up to the box and come hang out with you guys.
Well, if you do it, come when we're at home. 1-2 is in there looking strike 3. Beavers disagrees, but that's the final strike of the game. Chinooks lose this one 6-2 here in Kenai. Oilers take 4 of 5. As that'll do it here from Kenai. 6 runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Oilers in this one. Back at it again tomorrow at 7.